How many times do you finish a round of golf and look at your scorecard and realise that you made so many silly mistakes? And if you'd done this differently and that differently, you could have saved easily 5 shots. Well, in today's video, we're going to share with you 3 things that you can do on course that can easily save you 5 shots.
Yes, this is a good one. Look, if you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing to take your game to the next level. And if these tips can help you save shots on the golf course, then please hit that like. Right, let's get into the video.
Hello and welcome to episode 4, our final episode of How to Break 100, where we're taking Ashley through 4 sessions to help him break 100. We've done irons, we've done chipping, and today we're going to take him on course to do 3 tips to help him and you on the golf course to hopefully break 100. We're going to be talking about how to aim consistently every time, how to play the hybrids, and then how to hold more putts. Crucial if you want to break 100.
And if you too want to break 100, you can do it with our coaching plan, Break 100. And we've got a special code just for you, Break30. Click the link in the description and sign up, and you will break 100.
Okay. What we're going to do is today we're talking about how to aim. Now this is something that we've seen on the course and with you when we've seen you in the coaching sessions, and we're going to share this with you guys at home because a lot of people get this wrong. What we're going to do here on the 14th at the Asprey, it's the hardest hole on the golf course. We just picked a good one for you. All we'd like you to do first of all really is just take us through what you would normally do when you're playing this shot, and then we want you to play the shot, and then I'm going to take you through a routine that's going to really help you get aligned and give you the best chance possible to find the target. So you fire away when you're ready, and we'll just go through that, and then we'll take you through it.
Not a bad strike, was it?
Good strike, yeah?
Very right.
Very
But
right.
A little bit right.
And that's your bad shot, yeah?
Yeah,
the bad
it's my
shot
bad
tends
shot.
to go right. Okay. Well, the bad shot that you tend to hit is that one to the right.
Yeah.
On this hole, actually where you were aiming then, you'll have seen from the down the line camera on this that you were aiming slightly to the right. And we've seen that over the last few weeks, that your tendency is to sort of set up a little close there. What I want to do is just really go through a simple routine that's going to help you get aligned, and some of the things that to look out for on the golf course that you guys will get wrong as well. And this is the most important thing. So if you just stand to the side for us. Yep. So most golfers, especially when it comes to breaking 100, they stand to the side of the golf ball, they do their practice swings, and they're very much focused on swing. They move to the golf ball, they're very much in their head, and then they go. Now the issue that we've got, these are the things to look out for. First of all, the teeing ground. This teeing ground actually aims down the right hand side of the fairway, or even at the tree. So the lines of the tee here point to the right. Most people feel comfortable setting up square to those lines. Now the problem is now I've aligned to the tee, which is pointing me down the right hand side of the fairway, and it's exactly what your tendency is there, Ashley, as well. So this is what we want you to do, Ashley. So we've talked about this in previous videos where we want to make sure that we separate the thinking from the playing. So we want you to have your practice swings behind, and we know what we're working on with that, slightly shorter swing and making sure we load into that right leg and then through. But then what I want you to do, I want you to stand on the target line. Now first of all, we need to pick a target out. Now for me, the middle of the fairway here is the bunker in the distance. So I'm being really specific, the middle of that bunker is a great line to have. What I'm then going to do is pick a spot within the first, let's say 3 feet on the ground, that I can aim my club face at, which is on that target line. So I've got a marker on the ground now. So now all I'm going to do is walk in. I haven't took my eye off that spot. I'm aiming the club face now directly at that point, which I know now I'm aiming left of where the tee's pointing. From here, I build my stance. Now I have a good look at the target. I tend to have 2 looks at the target, and then I'll go. Now from here, it might feel strange because I'm now aiming across the tee, but really this whole process of picking your spot in the distance, standing on the target line, imagining a spot in front, and then going into the shot and playing the shot then, it gives you so much better chance of, sometimes we've seen you hit a shot, Ashley, it's gone dead straight right, it's been a good shot and you've just been aiming there. That makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah? So let's just take you through that shot.
Yep.
Let's go through that routine, and unfortunately, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to hit a good shot, which it did, but it's just going to give you a much better chance of doing it.
Once you actually know where you're actually aiming, you can then make a great decision on, well, what was the issue? You know, if it went right like Ashley hit that last one, well, he was aiming right, so we don't actually know exactly what the real reason was for him to hit that shot.
Let go left edge of the bunker for me on this one. Another thing to look out for, guys, as well, is the tee markers. We haven't got tee markers here at the moment, but the tee markers often as well aim down a different side of the fairway. Just be aware of where they're pointing to. So it's going to feel like you're aiming well left on this now.
And that'll be the aim as well. Literally, is just actually say, well, look, if a tendency is to aim right, just feel like you're aiming a lot further left, and you'll probably find you're actually pretty neutral.
Yeah. Really focus on that point on that target line. Okay, a little more left, I think, and you're good. There you go. So again, slightly off the heel strike there. Yeah, okay. That sort of caused the ball to fade off. But this is the important thing with this. Like I said, look, now you know that was purely swing, nothing to do with aim. The ball's gone right there because of the golf swing. But this is now going to give you the routine, the habit of getting yourself aligned to the target and then seeing what straight looks like. And if you hit a bad shot, hopefully it's not going to be as bad, and you're starting to develop these fundamentals, which are so important. Yeah, this pre-shot routine, this process is so important. If this is useful to you, hit the like, and we're going to go down there and hit a hybrid. So I've got a question for you, but actually everyone watching this video as well, this question is for you as well. When you're hitting a hybrid, do you treat it more like an iron or a driver?
Like an iron. I'd go
more like an iron.
Yeah.
That's the correct answer, and that's just something we need to make sure we're aware of, because when we're hitting a hybrid, we want to have a descending blow. We want the club head travelling downward when we're hitting the golf ball. With the driver, we don't. The driver's the only one where we're teeing it up like that, where we want to ideally be hitting up on it. So what I'm going to do, if you actually just jump around here, I'm going to jump in here and just show you a real quick, simple routine on how you can get the most out of this. Is just come around this side here so everyone at home can see this as well. The key with this, kind of like what we just did there, is the setup. So obviously you need to understand about your alignment on this. You need to build this into it. But what we're going to do for a ball position, a really cool way of doing this is to get the club head of the hybrid and stick it inside the lead heel, like so. And then from there, take your stance. So we can now see that the golf ball is further back in the stance than it would be with the driver, but probably about where it would be for a long iron, okay? So from there then, one thing that I think works really well, especially from someone like yourself who's topping it, who's very good at probably hitting up on the golf ball, I like to get slightly more weight into this lead leg, or at worst 50-50, but let's go slightly more into this lead leg. And then all we're going to get you to do is to have some practice swings to the side. I know Andy's going to have a go at me because I'm messing up your routine there a little bit, but I just want you to have some practice swings where we get a brush. And this could be maybe more just for your practice, but making sure that you understand what it's like to brush the ground. Now, I'm going to hit one in a second. Just realised I haven't got my glove on, but I'll be okay. And it's a great excuse, Andy.
I'm sure you can hit it without your glove, Piers.
Okay, so again, we've got the ball position where we want. We're slightly on that lead side. The conscious thought is for me to get that brush with the ground. And then all I'm going to do when I hit the shot is I'm literally going to have that same feeling of brushing the ground, but I'm going to stick my finish. I think the big thing that we see when golfers get a long club in their hand is they're trying to hit it hard because it goes a long way. Let the club do the work, and this club is designed to get it up in the air and it's designed to go good distance. Maybe I should play without a glove more often, Andy. But again, you can see I'm going to really kind of hold that finish until the golf ball hits the ground. A little bit left, but again, that's the kind of, it's going to go nice and high, even though we're probably getting into that left leg and the ball's gone further back than what you're used to.
And with the hybrid here, it's not really about being super accurate. We know it's not going to necessarily be super precise, but just getting it down there, getting a good contact is really important to leave ourselves maybe a chip, or if we, at best get it on the green. So if we can consistently get the strike, get this contact with the ground, you can notice how Pierce was really moving through that one and finishing here. These few keys can make all the difference.
Come on, jump in. Let's see what you've got. So let's use that as a guide then with that ball position, so we can go. You may maybe start with just the feet quite close together. Get the toe of the golf club into the heel of your foot there. There you go. There you go. So you can see straight away already, probably to what you're used to, the ball's gone a little bit further back. I watched you hit a shot before and it was probably a little bit too far forward. Okay? And then have some practice swings now where you start with your weight a little bit on that side, only a little bit. And then just have some brushes. It can be little mini ones or it can be full ones. Okay, let's get that brush. The good thing is you can do this wherever you're on the golf course by yourself. Look, if you want to break 100, you should go and play golf by yourself. The amount of learning you can get doing that is brilliant. That was much better.
Okay, I'm just do one more. I'm going to come in and just do one thing with Ashley here. Okay, that was better. So you take your setup there, Ashley, on this one. So when we're doing this as well, keep hold of the club for me here. Really want to get a sense of the club landing on the ground and feeling the earth. Can you feel that club sort of bouncing and gliding? These golf clubs are designed to glide across the surface here. We don't necessarily want this sort of brush of the grass. We want a brush of the ground, which is a lot different.
Okay, let's have a go. Yeah, have a go.
Yeah, nice.
That was good. Wasn't topped, it was a little bit right.
Yeah.
I think, look, the key is, with what we've shown you there, it's going to really improve the consistency of the strike, which is the key thing with this club, as Andy says. If we can get it pin high, if it's 20, 30 yards right or left, that's okay, we can learn to deal with that. But I think ultimately you've just got to understand how we're going to get it up in the air, which is the first thing you've done there. Well done.
Hope that was helpful. We're going to move to the 12th now to go and do some green reading, help you hole some putts as well. Right, if you want to break 100, you need to be better at reading greens. We're going to take Ashley through his green reading process and then give him something to use that's going to help him. Yes, stroke is important, but it is not everything. If we can be great at really taking in the surroundings, reading the greens better is going to help us lower the putts. We've got a nice little putt here on the 12th. Yep. Just talk me through, take a good look at the read here and just tell me what you see, what you think, and then we'll sort of analyse it and then we'll go through something that you can do.
I'd aim about 4 inches to the right.
4 inches right, yeah?
Yeah.
What else is going on this putt?
It's slightly downhill.
Slightly downhill, yeah? Okay, well, do you know what? So it's downhill. Your start line is 4 inches to the right of the flag.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's play the putt. Do you normally use a line on the ball or not? Or?
No, I don't.
No, okay, that's fine.
I've tried it, but it didn't really work for me.
Okay. Okay, so
hard.
Pace was a little bit off. So Ashley said that his start point, and just we'll just have a look at this Ashley here, 4 inches to the right,
Yeah.
would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Now your ball went past the hole around about here,
Yeah.
but it started over here. Now,
I did.
if I read this putt, okay, I'm going to go through the process here. When you get on the green, first thing to do is use your feet, have a little walk. As I'm walking around here, even when I'm walking on, I'm having a look at the whole green. Can you see how high it is over there?
Yeah.
It's a real slope from right to left, from here.
Okay.
I'm having a feel, I'm having a look at what's going to go on. Now what I would tend to do here now is come back and have a look. And I'm imagining the trace of the ball going in the hole. Now if you think about the angle that the ball's going to go in the hole, where do you see the ball dropping into the hole? Which side of the hole? Here?
The right.
In the right side of the hole. So what I would do, I'm coming back here and going, right, I'm using all the slope to build a picture in my mind of the journey of the putt.
Okay.
Now if I start the ball at your ball, that you've your start line there, I know that's going to miss a long way left.
Okay.
Now when I read this putt here, I'm actually standing on my intended target line. I'm sort of visualising the shot and where I need to start this golf ball. If I have a look at that here now, if I go and put it in of where I think the line is, roughly.
Okay, massive difference.
Okay, so you've gone 4 inches, I've gone 1.5 foot maybe, a bit more.
Yeah.
Nearly 2 feet to the right. Quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Now
massive.
most golfers underestimate the break. They don't allow enough. Now what you did, you saw something, but then actually you aimed right at what you saw. Because intuitively you sort of felt it, but you didn't see it. You know, first of all is just trying to picture and build a picture in your mind, the trace of the ball back, and then really focusing on this initial part. Now I really like golfers, certainly when they're trying to break 100, using a line to give them something specific to aim at. So what I'm going to do now is my start point there, I'm going to get the line on the ball here directly at that point. So now I know that I've selected a spot which is definitely further right than yours. All I need to do now is come in and match my putter to that spot. So then it's taken care of. I've done my read, I've done my aim. Now it's all really just about pace. So let's play the putt. I'm gonna leave that like that. I'm just gonna ask you to line that up now.
Okay.
I mean, this is a training session. What we're now doing is going, right, we've got the start point, which is my ball that I put down. We're gonna get Ashley now to align the line up. And then all he's gonna do, once he's aimed himself, you're then going to be intuitively thinking about the feel of the putt, the pace that you need. Because once you've taken care of that aim now, it's done. All you can focus on is just what pace do you need to get it there.
Yeah, so every time you look up at the hole now, Ashley, you're going, right, how hard do I need to hit it?
Yeah, will that stroke get it there? So all you do is line yourself up. And again, now it's all about that pace. Okay, much better. Now, if you think about that, the line was pretty much dead on. We got the pace a little short, but actually from this sort of range, 2 putts,
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
you'd be happy with that really.
Right, now don't forget, if you want to break 100 like Ashley is going to, use the break 30 code, click the link in the description and let us know how you get on with it as well.